There is so many ways players cheat in Fortnite, and while we don't condone cheating, it happens a lot more than you think. Yeah, it's about time we dive into these methods, which, disclaimer, no longer work and are only for educational purposes, so Epic, please don't hate us. Anyway, let's get into some of the most broken ways players have cheated in Fortnite. Don't forget to smash the like button or else this will happen to you. I wouldn't risk it, but on to the Starbots Guaranteed Win glitch. So there was an enormous glitch that took advantage of the Starbots around the map when Season 4 first dropped. While most people just saw these dudes as free loot or a good chance to squad up, there were some players out there who seized an opportunity that really broke the game for a while. And by that I mean, they quickly discovered that the Starbots had a hidden secret. Something so powerful that it would mean anyone who used it would win a game of Fortnite, every single time. So what was this mysterious bug and how did it work? Essentially, if you went up to a down Starkbot and hacked it, all you had to do afterwards was straight up die. Yep, these guys would stay alive the whole match, and if you spectated them, you'd share the win. It's a really weird way to guarantee a win, right? I mean, by killing yourself, but honestly, it worked. The entire point of this was just glitch piggybacking off of other people's wins, and so many players abused it to get hundreds of wins when Season 4 initially dropped. It got bad. I mean, players were sharing photos of them actually getting their Season 4 victory umbrella just from this glitch. But of course, like most glitches, it was patched shortly after. Coming in at number 14, we have landing without pulling a glider. Even for those of us who have been playing Fortnite for years, we've been practicing how to get the perfect landing every single game. I mean, sometimes you just dive straight for water, some of us will try deploying from far away, like me, I just send it. Although there are players out there who have truly conquered landing on the Fortnite island, and it's not because of some hidden glider technique. In fact, it's more about not using your glider at all. That's right, and this glitch hasn't just been around recently, it's existed many times throughout the years. Recently though, some players discovered that some very random places like Holly Hedges or Slurpy Swamp would just let you land without ever deploying your glider. You would just smack bang right on the island and boom, you're there way before anyone would land. Unfortunately, this glitch allowed so many people to get down on the island faster than literally anyone else. They grab up enough loot to dominate an entire POI before literally, like I said, you would even land. It was extremely broken, but it's not even the worst thing that happened at Slurpy Swamps. If you think that landing there first was bad, just wait until you hear about number 13, the Slurpy Swamps Guaranteed Win glitch. Probably one of the most famous glitches of the entirety of Chapter 2 took place over at Slurpy Swamps. Everyone and their gram has either tried or heard of this one, with streamers and YouTubers all trying it out. If you haven't seen it, then allow me to show you this ridiculous bug. Over at Slurpy Swamps, there is of course the river of slurp juice that just straight up heals you for health and shield whenever you step foot in it. Cool and all, but then earlier in Chapter 2, players began to experiment a bit with this thing, and after messing around for a few days, some cheaters actually noticed that if you built walls around the stream, you were able to just sit there in the storm until, well, everyone died. It was almost an easier win than the Starkbot glitch. And it's not the only way people have used this stream for a guaranteed win. Even back in Season 11, people would squat up and just fish for the entire game until the storm came. Then they just keep eating fish over and over again until the victory royale was theirs. The infamous Slurpy Swamps River has really been a thorn in the side for pro players and those of us who hate cheaters, so thank Epic, it's patched. Coming in at number 12, we have the Sky Barrier Choppa glitch for unlimited wins again. Admit it, every time we built a sky base or try to get as high as possible, we've always wondered if we could break the sky barrier. I mean, we do it in every game like GTA or Minecraft. So in Fortnite, breaking the sky barrier is just another thing players have tried to do, and this is where I tell you, they actually did it. Earlier in Chapter 2, cheaters would grab a choppa with their teammates and fly as high as possible. Then, when the final circle came, they would pull out their mythic grappler. And yeah, all it took was a few grapples onto the helicopter to get it to glitch through the sky barrier and actually fly directly above the storm. And because of this, they completely would avoid the storm's damage, sit above the island, and watching peacefully while everyone dies below them. I mean, it was stupid easy to get dubs, especially when those of us in the final circles simply didn't even know where the final team was. Spoiler, they were 500 meters in the sky. Oh well. But even sitting in a sky barrier isn't as frustrating and game-breaking as this next glitch. Buckle up, because it's time we show you number 11, the invisibility glitches. If you went to literally anyone who plays Fortnite and you asked them a simple question, most of them would give you the same answer. And that question is, what's the most frustrating glitch ever in Fortnite? And most players would probably tell you that it's the invisibility glitch. It's super annoying and happens way more than you think. People could easily find exploits that let them turn invisible and just dominate the island as a ghost. The most popular method for this glitch was when shadow stones existed. Remember those things? Yeah, I could never tell if these things were either great or useless, but anyway, the only real thing they contributed was getting disabled because of this very glitch. So basically, if you down yourself in the middle of eating a shadow stone, or however you consume it, the game would straight up make you invisible. Then a teammate picks you up and you could roam the map as a literal ghost with guns. I mean, think about dying to a floating gun. I'd be salty. Although it doesn't mean that more ways to turn invisible won't appear soon, because it always comes back. But coming in at number 10, we have the double harvesting speed glitch. There were a few methods people used to double your pickaxe speed back in Chapter 1, and when you see it in action, it kind of looks a little intimidating, not gonna lie. Players would use animation canceling by swapping weapons or using an emote between each pickaxe swing. This would literally allow them to straight up mine materials at double the speed. And while it looks really complicated, it's honestly just swapping to another item and back to your pickaxe. It would just cancel the swinging animation and makes the process so much faster. But of course, it's patched now, but even after it was patched, people just moved on to another method as usual. And while we're talking about bugs that never go away, that leads us on to number 9, under the map glitches. Okay, under the map glitches have literally existed forever, I mean since the dawn of time. And they do in every game, but Fortnite really takes the cake for getting under the map. I mean, when is someone not hiding underneath a river or glitching their way inside a mountain? It's all the time. The worst ones are the glitches where cheaters will just find their way underneath Fortnite's island and still be able to shoot people above. Those ones are frustrating exploits, and although Epic is getting faster and faster at patching them, it will never stop more of them popping up. And while under the map glitches are really not that original anymore, here's a glitch that might give you some nostalgia. Number 8, RiffToGo shotgun eliminations. So back when RiffToGos were a thing, one of the craziest and most broken glitches in Fortnite history made its way across social media and YouTube. Even pro players began to exploit it, which, as you can imagine, it wasn't good. Basically, RiffToGos became a free kill for anyone who got their hands on one. Players would just have to run up to someone, riff them with the item, and then pull out their shotgun and spam the trigger. Most of the time, it would guarantee you a very easy mid-air kill. I mean, think about it. In competitive modes, this thing was super broken, and so many competitive players exploited it, I could only imagine the amount of salt. But even this probably didn't make pro players as mad as number 7, shooting through walls glitch. So back in the day, there was a pretty broken exploit that you didn't even need to do yourself. It was just broken on its own. Essentially, if an enemy had their body or even just a part of their gun poking outside of a build, consider yourself someone with a free kill. All you had to do was shoot the gun or their body as it poked through the wall, and you could get free damage or even a kill. While a lot of the exploits in this list had methods to them, this glitch just worked on its own, and players who didn't even mean to do it ended up cheating accidentally. But the chaos doesn't even end there. Let's jump to the future and talk about something all players in Season 4 were annoyed about, and that is number 6, the Group Baller glitch. Group Baller this season has been the source of some pretty ridiculous clips, plays, and accidents, and it's all because of a notorious game-breaking bug that players took advantage of like crazy. If you equip your baller when stood next to an enemy or teammate, it would literally just teleport them to the other side of the map, no joke. Sometimes it would just throw people into the ocean or a storm and, like I said, easy kill. I'm not even joking, people were doing this with the final player and boom, guaranteed win. Pretty broken, right? Well, not as broken as this OG glitch. Number 5, the OG crouch peeking. I don't know if any of you remember this, but over 2 years ago, a massive part of the meta was this glitch that allowed players to just straight up shoot people through builds without being seen. While most of us peek from our builds, this bug just allowed you to shoot straight through them. Believe it or not, it was actually Tfue who introduced this glitch and crouch peeking to the community before Epic went on to balance it out. It's a pretty OG glitch and actually comes back every so often, but Epic always stays on top of it whenever it makes its way back into the game. Coming in at number 4, we have the unlimited floppers and items glitch. With floppers being such a big part of Chapter 2, it's no surprise that cheaters would find ways to get an inhuman amount of them. The most ridiculous way to do this was when people would use a duplication glitch to just grab fat stacks of fish. Then you just keep eating them in the storm forever. I mean, at this point, is it even worth it? Like, I don't know, while boring wins like this might not be fun, I can see how cheaters might find this next glitch very helpful. And that is number 3, the unlimited XP glitches. So if you want to get straight up banned from Fortnite, an unlimited XP glitch is probably the fastest way to do it aside from straight up aimbot. New ways to get unlimited XP are found pretty much every update, but I'll show you how people have done it in the past. And just to point out, we don't actually support anyone doing these glitches because 1, I mean, you can't even do it anymore, and 2, I don't want Epic to hate me. But anyway, there have been some wild ways to get unlimited XP before, but even recently there was a magic cabbage. I'm not even joking, it's a magic freaking cabbage. For some reason, in the one-shot LTM, there was just this cabbage that would let you farm XP. I mean, pun intended, by the way. Who would have thought that your mom was right about eating vegetables? Regardless, a magic cabbage is nowhere near as broken as number 2, the God Mode and Invincibility glitches. Like XP glitches or under-the-map bugs, new ways to get God mode are found pretty much every season. People will always end up finding a way to break the game, and recently, it's been by downing themselves in a whirlpool and spamming interact on one of the teleporters while getting revived. Apparently, this God mode glitch allows you to become completely invisible to other players, and it's quite unfair to come up against being real. I mean, imagine doing everything right in your game just to lose to someone you can't even see. It's not even a crazy or chaotic glitch. And while we're on the topic of chaotic glitches, you're gonna pray you never come across our number one spot. We really saved the worst for last with number 1, the destroy everything glitch. Yeah, in the past there was this glitch with the zip lines and quad crashers that gave you the ability to break anything and everything you walked in the vicinity of. It made you a walking explosive that went off every 2 seconds. I mean, just look at the chaos of this. You walk into a house, 10 seconds later, the entire area is empty. It also let you phase under the map because I guess we can never get enough of doing that, can we? So yeah, this is probably one of the most chaotic bugs we've ever seen. But hey, click on screen right now to check out our next video. This has been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.